Alright, welcome back to Blade District. We have another unboxing. Today we are unboxing the Civivi NOx. Believe that's how you pronounce it. They have a capital N, capital O, lowercase x. I'm going to call it Civivi NOx. Believe this is available in two different colors. I got it in the gray. And I have a comparison that I'm going to do, which isn't really a fair comparison, but we're going to see. We have a few knives we're going to compare it to. This one I believe is Civivi's first, possibly only, I may be wrong about this, frame lock. So let's see. It's a pretty small knife too. I believe the blade length is only 2.75 inches. I'll have more info as we unbox. I have a couple little notes just about the weight and stuff. If you're interested, consider subscribing. We're going to be having some giveaways into the future. More knife videos all the time. Stickers, cleaning cloth, typical Civivi stuff. Always nice. Nice little pouch. So this is a stainless steel frame lock, which means it's not going to be the lightest knife out there. This is in a gray finish. There's a frame lock. It is a deep carry clip, not recessed or anything. Centering out of the box. Looks good. That clip definitely comes out quite a bit. It's thin though. Being a frame lock, this is definitely on the thinner side, but it's stainless steel, so it's thin but not the lightest. You get a little bit of some, you lose a little somewhere. You know, you can't win them all. Let's give it a flick and see how the detent is and how this works. As like I said, I believe this is Civivi's first frame lock. Ooh. Okay, so detent is not really strong on this one, which is surprising because Civivi usually nails their detent. I was not expecting that. It's not the smoothest drop shutty out of the box. It flicks open with authority if you do it right. I see that. But the detent's not strong, so you're going to have that. If you just kind of pull back, you can do it. But what I'm saying is it is very easy to fail. If you just push like that, that's going to happen. But if you know, you do it the right way, it'll come flying out. This is a 2.75 inch Nitro V blade. Civivi always does an awesome job at hiding the steel. Let's see, can we find it? There it is. Right, I gotta get the camera on, or the light. You see right there? Right down there. Certain angles you can see it, certain angles you can't, but that's Nitro V. I feel like this knife has more potential to it. In the hand, oh yeah, it's small. Now I have skinnier fingers. My hand itself is not the smallest as far as like length, but I definitely have like skinnier fingers. I might put a chart up like right here. I've done this before in another video, just to give you guys an example of how my hand size is, because I could get a 4-finger grip, but when you start going up here to use this jimping, kind of pushes you back a little bit. There is this, which to me, with my skinnier fingers, it's kind of usable. Just got to be careful. Let's, well, there is one knife that I'm going to compare that is a better comparison. I'm going to pull that out real quick. Then we'll do one that maybe isn't a fair comparison, so to say. But let me pull up another Civivi. Alright, so here's the Civivi Bo. I did an unboxing on this recently. I'll link it up here in the corner. You can check that out later if you would like. And here is the NOx. The Bo is a small knife too, as you can tell. It's actually smaller. Huh, forgot about that. Let me take a look at my notes real quick just for comparison. So the NOx I got for $63.75. The Bo with the liner lock G10, $65.75. Apparently, unless I got the notes wrong, it says the Bo has a 2.92 inch blade versus this being only 2.75. Could possibly be because of that choil. The weight, that's also a big difference. 2.11 for the Bo versus 3.09 for the NOx, because this is a stainless steel frame lock versus the liner lock. Now this one, smoother and flips out with authority. I'm going to try and fail it. Impossible. And I love the way they do this kind of stonewash on the Nitro V. This is also Nitro V, a Brad Zinker design. I don't know. If I had to pick between these two, I do like the way the Bo feels better than the NOx. Is it thinner? It's kind of hard to see because I have a black background. Definitely is thinner. I think I have that in my notes too. The NOx here on the right side is 0.36 inches versus the Bo 0.43. So fairly close, but still skinnier with the frame lock. If we look at it, although the Bo is a smaller handle, apparently it says it has more blade. I think I got my notes off of Blade HQ. This does not look like 2.75 to 2.92, which is what I had. So I may have gotten that wrong. I'll put on screen. They actually look identical to me. As far as cutting, nope, a little bit longer. Yeah, a little longer on the Bo. Action is so much better. Opening and closing. It drops. Still a light blade, so it's not going to be like completely drop shutty. But versus this one, you got to be careful with the lock bar. So I'm going to not hold the lock bar at all. Yeah. You saw that? If you push it too hard, it's going to bounce. This one, detent's very, very strong. You can really hit it and it'll stay. Let's pull up another one for comparison real quick. This was the guy I was talking about. That is not a fair comparison. This is the Zero Tolerance 0450 titanium frame lock. It's nowhere near this. We're talking $60 knife versus $220 knife. But I was hoping it would kind of feel like, you know, a cheaper version. It might have similar vibes to it. But unfortunately, it really doesn't. Obviously, this one is just ridiculously smooth. It's almost just drop shutty. Very, very, you know, the blade is obviously a lot longer. But we were going with stainless steel frame lock, titanium frame lock. I was hoping it might have a reminiscence to it, but it really doesn't. So, again, not the fairest comparison. Just want to do that. Another knife that's on the smaller side, which I actually just unboxed earlier today, depending on when this video is going up, is the Kizer Lieb. I was very impressed with this one. Ergonomically, I wasn't the best. It's like a 3-finger grip, and I do have smaller fingers. But it just, you know, the action, detent is on point. It's super smooth. It's still breaking in. I literally got it today. But it just feels great. Versus this one, you know, you got to worry about that happening. I forget the word. I got like a brain fart right now. I can't think of the word when it bounces off of that, but that will happen. Where these, you know, you don't got to worry about that. These are smoother and they will stay in place because that detent is just tuned in so much better. So here's a couple, you know, just hand-in-hand comparison. And just so you know, this one is a much smaller knife. This one, the blade length is 2.32. Very, very small. Personally, I really like the Bo. I really, really like the Lieb, even though I said it doesn't have the most or the best ergonomics. I really do like it. This video is about the Civivi NOx, but it's just super, I don't know. It's not that smooth on closing. Opening is not the best with the detent. There's no blade play. And one more that I'm going to throw in here for comparison is the Tangram Amarillo. I threw this guy in when I did the Kizer Lieb video, but I'm not sure if you guys have saw that video, so I did want to touch base on this. This is a $24.44 knife on Amazon currently. The action is incredible. In the other video, I think I said it was on washers. It's actually on bearings. It doesn't really feel like it's on bearings, but the detent is dialed in perfectly where you could just, it just snaps right out. It's a little bit bigger. Let's compare it to the knife in, where is it? The knife we're actually talking about today. It's still much smaller than that. But I just want to bring it up because I feel like it's kind of in the same realm, or at least you should know about it if you're thinking about, you know, looking into Civivis. Because these Civivis are $60. This Kizer Lieb is 50 some. This Tangram is $24. The steel's like a Japan Akuto. I think it's like a 440 Akuto from what they say on the website or on Amazon. So I just want to kind of bring this guy into the mix a little bit because I don't see too many people talking about it. Well, you know, this was just a first impressions unboxing. I will say I was a little disappointed with it. With Civivi's lineup, I'm really liking the Bo as a small kind of sleek carry, you know? I'm loving the blade, the finish, the style, the black hardware, deep carry clip, the black G10, super smooth. Action is smooth. Deployment, D10's on point. So yeah, that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed this little unboxing first impressions on the Civivi NOx. Hopefully it could help you guys make a decision if this is a good knife for you or not. Give it a like if you enjoyed the video, comment below, let me know what you think, and subscribe for future videos and upcoming giveaways. Thanks a lot.